The Mindset series continues. There's only one way to lose in this industry. Hi there, I'm Mark Scott, and thank you so much for checking out another voiceover tip, and thank you for watching the VO Mindset series. Never want to miss a tip, never want to miss one of the videos in this Mindset series. Like and subscribe to the channel so you get notified when a new tip is getting posted. And then you are also going to be able to get notified when I do Free Advice Friday. Friday afternoons, I go live on YouTube to answer your voiceover business and marketing questions absolutely free. That's Free Advice Friday, and I do it Friday afternoons on YouTube. So when you like and subscribe to the channel, you'll get notified when that's happening. So we are in the midst of the VO Mindset series. Recently, somebody asked me, over the course of your career, what is the most important piece of advice that you've been given? And I wasn't able to narrow it down to one Pinterest-worthy quotable quote, but I was able to narrow it down to a concept. And that concept has to do with the importance of mindset, attitude, narrative, right? The stories that we are telling ourselves. Now, I will be the first to admit that when I first started learning about all of this stuff, it sounded like a lot of New Age voodoo, and I really wasn't buying into it. But over time, as I started practicing some of the things that I was learning, I started to realize, wait a minute, this is not New Age voodoo. There actually is something to all of these things. And so if you have the best demos, the best studio, the best training, incredible skill, natural talent and gifting, you got all of those things in place, but you've got a bad attitude, or you're telling yourself the wrong stories, you've got negative narratives around the industry or around the work, you're going to struggle. Mindset is so important to success or failure. And so that's what the VO Mindset series is all about. So we're now on the third video of the VO Mindset series. Make sure you go back and watch the other two if you've missed them, if you're just joining in now. This week, I want to talk to you about how you fail in this industry. And the reality is, you don't fail until you stop trying. When I first started doing email marketing, probably about 10 or 12 years ago when I first started doing email marketing, I was sending a lot of emails. I'm talking a couple hundred emails a week. I was emailing anybody and everybody that I could think of that would possibly be interested in my voiceover services. And you know what? Most of those emails were complete and utter garbage. I didn't have a clue what I was doing. I got lucky every once in a while because the law of averages says if you send enough emails to enough people, eventually somebody is going to respond to you and somebody is going to give you an opportunity. But for the amount of emails that I was sending and the amount of time that I was spending sending those emails, I was stinking the place up. I was getting horrible results because I didn't know what I was doing. And so there were two ways for me to approach that situation. The first thing I could do is I could look at the amount of time that I was spending sending emails, recognizing that at that point, it was the vast majority of my work week because I didn't have any voiceover jobs to do. So I look at the amount of time that I'm spending sending emails versus the return that I'm getting on that investment, which is to say, I'm spending the vast majority of my 40-hour work week sending emails, and it is resulting in basically no voiceover work whatsoever. I can look at that equation and say, this is pointless, this is a waste of time, and it's obviously not working, and I should just quit. I have obviously failed at email marketing. It is time for me to give up and move on and try something else. That's one approach. And that is an approach that is one that a lot of voice actors take. When they try something for a period of time and it doesn't produce the results they want, they quit and they fail. And they feel like they failed, which of course impacts your mindset, which impacts the way that you approach the industry, which impacts the way that you approach auditions, and it impacts the way that you act when you go into the booth to record because you've got this mindset of a failure. So that's one option. The other option is to do what I actually decided to do, which was study everything that I could study on the subject of email marketing and figure out how to do it better. So taking some college classes online in business and entrepreneurship, listening to podcasts from successful marketers, reading countless books on the subject of marketing, subscribing to a whole bunch of blogs on marketing and reading those blogs every single day, following influential people in email marketing on social media and learning from what they were doing and from the tips that they were offering. And so really just becoming a student of marketing. And as I did that, I learned, I got smarter, I figured things out, I was able to recognize mistakes that I was making in my earlier emails, and as I started writing better emails and sending better emails, I started getting better results. To the point where I was now growing a successful business exclusively from my marketing efforts. I wasn't relying on casting sites. I wasn't relying on agents. And don't get me wrong, I'm not saying there's anything wrong with casting sites and agents. I'm just saying that I didn't need them in order to succeed in my business, but they added extra value in the form of other opportunities when I was using those things. So I didn't fail because I didn't quit. I think that for all of us, until you try something, like really try something, you don't truly know what you're capable of. So if you've set up your Instagram account and you post it on Instagram every day for 2 months, or even if you post it on Instagram a couple of times a week for 2 months, you posted a few reels, you've been playing around with video, but you haven't really grown a follower account, and you can't really say that it's directly led to a voiceover opportunity, and so obviously this is just a waste of time, and so I'm just going to quit. I failed at Instagram. Instagram doesn't work. It's not worth it for my voiceover business. It's time to move on and find something else. Is that really the solution? Or is the solution to learn, to grow, to press forward, to keep trying? I sent thousands, literally thousands of horrible emails before I finally started figuring out how to send better emails. You're watching this video right now on YouTube. Let me tell you something. If you go back to the early part of my channel, and I would encourage you to please not do that, but if you go back to the very early part of my channel, which probably dates back almost 10 years, there are some really horrible videos in the early stages of my YouTube channel. And I knew some of the videos weren't great, but I wanted to learn, and I wanted to get better, and I wanted to use the medium of YouTube to try and reach more voice actors and help more voice actors. And so I just kept going. I just kept making videos. And over time, those videos started to get better and better and better. And that's why you're here watching this video right now, and we're having this conversation right now, because I didn't quit. I wasn't willing to just accept failure on YouTube because I didn't know what I was doing. I just kept trying until I was able to figure it out. So this is my challenge to you today. Video number 3 of the VoiceOver Mindset series. Are you going to just quit? Are you going to just accept failure? That decision to give up, that is where the failure starts. The results that you produced up to that point, that's not the measuring stick of failure. The measuring stick of failure is when you choose to give up. So if your email marketing isn't working, what are you going to do to get better at email marketing? If Instagram isn't producing the results for you that you want to see, what are you going to do to get better at Instagram? If you signed up for TikTok and you see other people growing their follower count and getting a couple of viral videos here and there, but you're not doing it, are you going to quit on TikTok, or are you going to try to figure out how to take it to the next level? If your auditions aren't converting on casting sites, are you going to cancel your casting site membership and just assume that it's not right for you? Or are you going to spend a little bit of money to work with a coach and have them listen to your auditions and have them give you feedback and have them help you figure out what you can do better in order to produce the results that you want to see? You don't know what you are truly capable of until you really commit to trying. And you only fail when you quit.